What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my creative space. Igama Uxolisiwe Khumalo. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Right, so as you guys know, I rebranded the channel and I know what my niche is, and I want to focus on self-care, self-love and self-development, right? And I thought, why not share the foundation of it all, right? And that is journals. Those of you who know me know that I absolutely love journals, and if you follow me on my social media accounts, specifically Instagram, you know that I'm always, I cannot always be like, you know, sometimes I post about journals, I post about journaling, and currently I am using this journal that I bought from Pemi. If I featured it in my last video. If you have not watched that, please go and watch it. Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about journals, why they're helpful and why you should definitely get one. Okay, so just a little bit of background story. I started journaling in grade 9, right? I think, but at the time when I was journaling, I did not know that I was journaling. So I just did the whole dear diary. You know, my day was like this, my day was like that, or this happened to me, or that happened to me. I still have my diary that I wrote in grade 9, and oh my god, when I read it, guys, I'm just like, because a lot of times in that diary or in that journal, I wrote about my experiences. So in grade 9, I was just going through so much in my friendships and like at school. So I think that diary is basically more about that. But like now that I look back at that diary, I realized that there's been so much growth, you know, from the person I was in 2015 and the person that I am now. And that is why journals are so important. They're so great because you get to monitor your progress. You know, you get to monitor your development as a person. You see where you've changed, where you haven't changed, and it's literally just like a great way to keep track of your progress in life and how you've grown as a person, right? So that's why I hardly recommend journals. Journals are not necessarily for secrets, but like, you know, when you need to offload and you can't, you know, talk to someone, or you can't, you know, it's just so heavy, like it's so intense that you can't even tell your friends. You know, some things just aren't for people, you know, they're just for you. So, and journals are there for that, because you get to write down what you feel, you get to write, you know, you get to be vulnerable without any judgment, you know, and you also, like I said, you get to monitor your progress. Also, journals are great for writing down your goals, manifesting, just like envisioning. They help you envision your life because you're writing them down, right? So I know that in 2017 I wrote that I wanted to join an agency called OnQ Interface, and I only joined it like 3 years later, but it was in my journal. So, you know, it's those little things that, like, when they actually happen, you get to go back in your journal, you get to read, be like, oh my gosh, I actually wrote this down and it's actually finally happening. So that's why I highly recommend journals. Journals hold you accountable. So you may write something and then, you know, like maybe you'll forget about it, and then when you go back, you remember that actually I wrote this thing, and then you remember to do it again, you know. So journals are great to hold you accountable. If you don't want to tell people your business, or you don't want to tell people your dreams or whatever, journals are great for that. So I have like gang journals. This one is full, like I wrote, okay, this one is not really a journal, actually, I'm lying. It's basically like it's basically like stickers, like I can write down what I want and then I can paste it on the wall, whatever. But the pages are almost finished because I've been writing, right? And then this one, I hardly recommend Pemi's journal, that you get Pemi's journal, because it has affirmations, right? Like really cute, like affirmations that you can, you know, speak over yourself, and, you know, just to help you with your self-development and help you keep in check. Also, to be honest, Pemi's journal is making me so uncomfortable, but it's good uncomfortable because it's asking me really like necessary questions that I need to answer, you know. Even though some of them make me really uncomfortable, but I know that it's in the it's when you're uncomfortable where you get to make progress, you know, because you really want to move out of that space that's making you uncomfortable. And in order for you to move out of that space, you need to keep going, you know, you need to keep answering the questions, you need to keep, you know, like soul searching and reflecting, whatever it is that this book is requiring you to reflect on. So you can get this book on her website. You can just go on her IG page, and then there's a link, and then you click that link, and then you buy the book. Great book, I highly recommend. And then this journal, I got it in grade 12. It's from Varsity College. You know, like when they come to advertise and you're in matric, whatever, I got it there, and then I've been writing on it. But this one is as a mixture of both my schoolwork and my personal journaling things. This is my favorite journal. First of all, it's almost full. Well, it's almost finished. Yeah, it's almost finished. But I started journaling in 2019, I think. Yeah, I started journaling in 2019 because that's what it says. And you know, like in this journal, guys, I've written almost everything. I've written my dreams, I've written my goals, I've written my fears, I've written, you know, how I feel. I love going back to this journal because it also carries a lot of wisdom. Sometimes when I'm like talking to people and they need advice from me, I usually refer to this journal because I know that there's some like great gems that I've wrote in here that I think are worthy of sharing. Guys, that's why journals are so great. You get to go back to what you wrote, and then, you know, sometimes when you write something at the time it doesn't make sense, but like maybe like 2 months later when you revisit it, like it now makes sense. Like you understand why you wrote it, you know, even though sometimes you write something and it makes sense at the time, but I don't know, it bangs more when you revisit it like months later or years later. You're like, oh my gosh, I actually wrote that, you know. So that's why I highly recommend journal. And then this journal is basically my prayer journal. In here I write all my prayers and manifestations. I try to keep my manifestations and prayers separate from how I'm feeling, because I really just want this book to be a specific book. Like I just want it to be like with hold specific things. So I know that like when I want to, you know, pray about something, when I want to manifest something, it's always in this book. As you can tell, it's still have like a lot of pages that I still need to get through, because I bought it like I think this year, if not last year. And also yeah, like I don't manifest a lot, and when I do pray, sometimes I go on my knees and then writing it down. But it works both ways, really, guys. You can pray, you can write it down, God will still answer your prayer. And then this one is my current fave. Here I write down the lessons that I'm learning from the books that I'm reading, the quotes that I want to keep in mind. It's still new also. I've written like 5 pages because I recently bought it. Yeah, I guess like that's all the journals that I have. Sometimes I write on my phone, but I don't really like typing on my phone. I just prefer writing it down because it's just, I don't know, it just feels better when you write it down. That's why guys, I recommend journals. Like, get yourself a journal. I know some people that I've spoken to about getting journals, they worry Guti people they live with will read their journals or whatever. I just think maybe you should try to set that boundary that no one should touch your journal, or you can hide your journal in a place where you know no one will go search it. No one. Or if you want, you can keep it on your phone, but I really recommend you writing down. There's just something about writing down, you know, writing it down on paper. There's just something so special and so deep and so profound about it. Like, I don't know, for me personally, that's what I recommend. That's what I always tell the people that I advise, Guti, write it down. Write down your prayers, write down your affirmations, write down your dreams, write down your goals. And also, you know, like when you write things down, they actually do end up coming true. So after you're done watching this video, please make sure that you get yourself a journal. You write down all your dreams, your hopes, like whatever it is that you want to write down in your journal. And yeah, journals are just a great way to pour out your emotions when no one else can understand them. I highly with all of my life recommend journals. If this video was helpful for you, please give it a thumbs up and like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends that there's a new YouTuber in town. Tell your friends about me, okay? Tell your friends about me, and also follow me on all my social media platforms. Guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Till next time. Bye.